Hi, I am Kristen Bauer, the founder of Nourish, and today I am going to teach you my favorite skincare tip, which you can do at home by yourself for free and very easily every day. So this massage practice is crucial for all of the effects that your skin will have during the process of healing, aging, and regeneration, so that your skin is able to heal pigmentation, large pores, tight muscles, lines, wrinkles, even sagging, and allow your skin to have the most circulation and blood flow so that it glows and looks luxurious and youthful for as long as you want to live. So we are going to use this technique. I'm going to talk a little longer today because I'll be doing some instructional, but I recommend that you practice this for 2 minutes in the morning and 2 minutes in the evening every day. I recommend that your morning routine is without any washing because I like your natural oils to build up over the course of the night when you're sleeping, because those oils allow the nutrition from your skincare products to actually absorb deeper and on a cellular level. So I recommend that in the morning you practice just this massage technique to wake up your face and to create that morning circulation. And then in the evening, I recommend that you wash your face as soon as you get home from your day. So don't wait until right before you go to bed. Wash your face as soon as you're home from work in the evening if you're not going back out. Wash your face with cool or cold water and make sure that the water is filtered and not tap water. And you can wash very, very thoroughly with a massage practice too, to create that detoxification and to stimulate antioxidant effect. And then you're going to practice this massage. So today I'm going to be using the Rosea Beauty Serum. And so I'm going to be starting with just a little bit of the serum on my hands. And I like to activate all my creams and serums just by using my 2 hands together with some heat and some friction. And this will activate the molecular structure of the product so that you get better absorption. So I'm just going to apply the product all over my face and a little bit down my neck and chest as well. And then I'm going to start, for me, my favorite area is to start right here. This is your liver meridian. It's called the glabella on your face. And you'll notice that sometimes people get lines here that they call enlivens. And so this liver meridian is also connected to an emotion, and the emotion is anger. Think about when you're angry, you kind of make that grumpy face, and it congests this tissue here. So if you have a lot of congestion, sometimes people are overthinking and they're keeping this area very tight all day long, then what happens is fascial cohesions will form under the skin, and they will actually create anchors so that these lines can stay in the face all the time. When I was a teenager, I felt that I had 11s pop up on my face, and that's not great as a teenager. So this is the practice that I actually used to release these tight fascial cohesions and adhesions and relax the muscle on my face. And so I'm using firm pressure. You can probably see my face is already a little bit red here. And for me, this area is where I hold a lot of tension and stress. And so I do feel some sensitivity. You don't want to cause pain on your face during this process, but if you're feeling some soreness, that actually is totally okay. And so you can also go back and forth with the fingers. Imagine that this action is almost like a magic eraser. And then I'm going to be working in some circles on your forehead. So I'm creating these beautiful circles here, just releasing any tension or stress points on the forehead. And I also tend to feel some ridges in this area. So I'll take a little time to focus on an area where I might feel a little ridge or nodule or some more sensitivity. I'll do some smaller, tighter, circular patterns right on that area just to help to release it. And then I begin to work down into the temple. Activating the temple is so beautiful because this pressure point here is really fantastic to support the detoxification stage. I love this under the eyes here too. I feel like in my studies of anti-aging and vitality that having beautiful open eyes, it really makes a big difference in your face as far as how youthful you look. And so if we don't take some time to create this little bit of pressure every day, and I'm just running my fingers along the ridge of the bone, so I'm not pushing on my eyeball at all, this occipital bone here, this orbital muscle, is going to relax, and you're going to be able to smooth out any tension. And so I'm kind of pulling the eyebrow up a little bit and going right into the temple. And then we are going to go down under the eye. This is the kidney meridian, and I know that we're taught not to use pressure on our face, but this area is connected to the fluid systems of the body. And so by applying some firm but gentle pressure, we're able to detoxify and also get the fluid systems moving. And we hold more stress and tension in our face than we do our entire body. Think about if you went to get a massage and the massage was just this gentle pressure. You probably wouldn't feel like it was your best massage ever. And yet we don't believe in necessarily or are taught to release this stress and tension on our face as part of our current cosmetic culture. And so what I'm going to teach you is to really take this practice of releasing stress and tension in the face every day to allow the face to stay rejuvenated, lifted, and voluminous. And so let's work a little bit on the nose area. I think this is such a great practice because in our current cosmetic culture, there's a lot of scrubs and acids and exfoliants and things that we put on our nose to pull out the oils and the blackheads. And typically people are taught to eliminate or to get rid of the outer layer of the skin so that the skin can be healthier. I find that this is a very damaging practice because this allows the very gentle and sensitive skin underneath to be more susceptible to damage. Oils and the natural oils that you have in your skin are so beautiful and they protect you. And if you're feeling like you have congestion or too much oil or large pores in your nose, this massaging technique is actually going to be activating the detoxification stage of these pores, and it's going to be supporting your own body in eliminating any waste or congestion, and then the natural oils in your skin will allow your pores to shrink and tighten down. Next, we want to work right under the cheekbone. You can apply first maybe a little lighter pressure right on top of the cheekbone, and then get back into the strong pressure underneath your cheekbone. This is really beautiful for creating some definition in the cheek, which I think is really beautiful. And I tend to feel some tension here, so I'm going to apply a little more pressure and use just a circular pattern just to connect with that tension that I have there. And breathing, I'm going to allow that to move out of the face. And so then we'll get into the jaw. Most people tend to hold a lot of stress and tension in their jaw. And so this feels really nice to release that, and also it can feel a little bit sensitive at first. So you can use wide patterns with the hands just to massage the jaw. And then if you feel like one area that's a little bit tight, you can even take both of your hands and you can kind of imagine that it's a knot under the skin, and you're gently just going to open that knot up. And so you can just release any points in there that feel tight, and just feel yourself intuitively understanding what it is that your skin needs to release this tension point or this stress point. And I love just opening up using my full hand to move this fluid. And then we can begin working right into the chin. So when I was young, I had really big pores here and I would get a lot of blackheads. And this is how I was able to eliminate that, was just these beautiful little circular patterns helping to release any waste or congestion that was creating blackheads. And the pores naturally, because we're putting this beautiful oil into the skin full of plant nutrition, the pores are able to use that nutrition to do what they want to do, which is to remain small. So I'm just using these patterns again right through the jaw, and then I'm going to go up into the upper lip. So if you feel like you have lines forming on the upper lip, or you just want to prevent them, you're going to start with some small circular patterns right above the lip and kind of gently pressing into the teeth. So you can almost feel like you're kind of ironing out this skin, and then you can grab the lip and you can create a little pressure and release in your lip which allows more circulation and blood flow into the lip to keep your lips plump. And then we begin working on the nasolabial folds. So the nasolabial folds, I like to just take 2 fingers first and warm up this area. And you should feel circulation and blood flow. And you can feel these lines start to release a little bit. And then what you can do is you can take your hands and create this widespread approach, holding down on one side and pulling against it, or using both of your wider sets of fingers to open up and eliminate any congestion here. It's not a big deal if you feel better going up, you can go up. If you feel better going down, you can also go down. Again, really just guiding you to feel into your intuition how your face is looking to release any of these tight portions that are pulling lines or wrinkles into the skin. And then from there, you can do a little bit of work on your lower lip, just to also increase blood circulation. And then we're gonna use our thumbs and we're gonna get under the jawline here. And this creates some release, obviously, of stress and tension. And also, it's going to help to tone and tighten this area under the jaw. And so we're just gonna pull outwards toward the ear. And again, you should feel a lot of strong heat in this area. And then we're gonna be working, this is where the direction is specific. You wanna go down. We're gonna be working down the neck. If you do feel like you have lines that are cutting across the neck, you can use your fingers just to kind of widely smooth them out. And then you're going to go back down the neck. And we want to be bringing all this blood and fluid that we've been detoxifying from the face. We actually want to start directing towards the heart where it can use the detoxifying organs to eliminate it. So that's why we focus on going downwards for the neck. And I pull behind the ear as well, down into the neck. And then I'm going to use almost a raking experience with my hands here. And I'm going to be pulling the muscle just to create some release and some gentle healing on the chest. And especially if you're feeling like this area is very tight for you, you can just kind of go back and forth and create this release. You can work on the clavicle with your thumb and your forefinger, just creating some pressure on the outside of the clavicle bone here. And then we're gonna go into tapping the thymus. So your thymus gland is connected to your immune system as well as your skin. So our skin is the biggest part of our immune system. And by activating the thymus gland, we're actually energizing your skin as well. And so by taking about 15 to 20 seconds, you can use this time to close your eyes and to visualize this beautiful golden light coming in through the crown of your head, and feel this golden light in the blood, in the cells, in the tissues, in the bone, and also emanating out. And as you're doing that, you're activating this rejuvenating system through your visualization process. So we'll tap on the thymus gland, and then we'll come back up and we will work on the ears. So first I'm going to be using these 3 fingers each just to create pressure in the front of the ear. And then I'm going to be using my thumb and focusing on creating pressure in the back of the ear as well. Our ears are connected to our entire body, our whole skeletal system, and this feels fantastic and is so good for the health of your entire body. When you get to the lobe, you can actually use this gentle pulling out and down. This pulling out and down method is going to be releasing this cranial sacral point at the top of your head, and it feels fantastic also opening up the throat and all of the tubes and the channels that are connected between your face and down your neck and your throat. And then when we're complete, my favorite part, I think they're all my favorite part, but this is another one, we're going to be working on the crown of our head. And not that I have the best hair for it, but I still make it work. You are going to be massaging your scalp. And this is so important because it brings the blood flow and the circulation to the top of your head. We know that nutrition and blood flow need to get all the way to the crown of the head and then bring toxins all the way back down for the full capacity of the blood to be nourishing for the face as well. So you can take just a few seconds and massage the scalp. And you may have a little bit of your serum or your moisturizer in your fingers, but it shouldn't make your hair oily. And then you should feel a lot of blood flow, a lot of heat. I might be pretty red. Sometimes my ears get really red when I do this. That's all normal. I feel very alive. I feel very awake. And this is such a wonderful process also, not just in your skincare routine, but also your self-love routine every day. So I recommend, again, 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes at night with this process. I hope this was informative and really helped you to enjoy your skin. And as always, have an organically beautiful day.